welcome back to the channel. This is Tasha with West Financial Services, LLC, where we provide tax strategies, business services, and financial education to help you achieve your economic goals and live life without financial limitations. So I just wanted to hop on really quickly because I found out about a grant opportunity that just opened on today, August 1st, and it is the Entrepreneurial Spirit Fund by SIA Scotch, or is that SIA Scotch? I'm not familiar with that brand. But I wanted to start out by just showing you guys right here. This is the Hello Alice platform. And right now they have 4 grant opportunities that are open. Now you would need to log on and check the individual eligibility criteria for each of these grants. But I just wanted to show you this to just further encourage you that there is grant funding out there. Now it's going to be up to you to do your research and find the grants that are tailored for you and for your business, and to make sure that you're eligible for the different grants, because they all have different eligibility criteria, but there's funding out there. So I want to go ahead really quickly and share with you guys this latest one, the Entrepreneurial Spirit Fund by, I'm just going to call it SIA Scotch. So forgive me if I'm supposed to be saying SIA. And so the grant total is going to be $110,000, with each grant being $10,000. So they're going to actually be giving out a total of 11 of these grants. So let's go over. I always like to look at terms and conditions, because that's going to give us the full list of eligibility criteria. We can look at when the grant closes. All of the information about the grant will be in this section. And so you can see here, the application opened today. It's going to close on September 26th. So we have quite a while, almost like 8 weeks, in order to apply for this grant. However, like I always say, do not wait until the last minute. They will be reviewing the applications from September 28th through October 31st, and they will announce the grant winners on November 1st. So we have some time before this grant is actually awarded. But listen, if you are eligible for this grant and any other grant, go ahead and throw your name into the hat. So let's look at the eligibility criteria. Of course, you need to be an entrepreneur who is the leading executive of the business. You need to be a legal resident of the United States. You cannot be engaged in any illegal activities, and you need to be 25 years old or older. Okay. The business must be owned by a person of color. So 51% or more owned by a person of color. Has to be a for-profit business with less than $5 million in annual revenue. And you have a location criteria that we have to fulfill. So you have to be operating in one of these states: California, Colorado, Connecticut, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Massachusetts, Minnesota, New Jersey, Nevada, New York, Rhode Island, or Texas. And it says here, preference is going to be given to businesses in the food and beverage industry. And some examples they give here is someone who offers products such as kitchenware, glassware, barware, cocktail mixers. You offer a service like at-home entertaining or party planning. You own a food truck or a cafe. You are a food and beverage blogger, or you recipe curation. And so all of those are examples of the businesses that they are looking to fund. I'm sure it's not an exhaustive list, but people in the food and beverage industry. All right, so the program period here, again, the grant opened August 1st and will close on September 26th at 6 p.m. And of course, the application is here on the Hello Alice website. I want to scroll down. This is another important part of any grant application. You want to look at the review criteria to see, what they're looking for when they look at our applications. So the first thing we see here is they want to know that you have a plan for the funds if you get the grant that is going to help to grow your business. They're putting 40% of the application weight on that item. The next thing they want to see is that you have a need for business mentorship. And so when you answer the question pertaining to that, just know that 30% of the application weight is going to be put on that item. And then the final review criteria is that you have demonstrated commitment to community. 30% application weight is put on that specific area or item. So let's head back over and take a look at the application. All right, so the first section here, and they let you know it's eligibility check. So they are asking you questions to make sure or to reinforce the fact that you meet eligibility criteria to even be in the running for this grant. If you don't, they're probably not going to even review your application. So make sure you answer the questions truthfully and carefully. The first one asks, is the business owned 51% plus by a person of color? So you, of course, would answer yes or no. And you would select which of these states you live in or operate and conduct business in. Now, here we have a nationwide option. I'm thinking if you don't choose, however, one of those states, you would not be eligible because it did list all of these states here. If you choose none of the above, I'm sorry, you probably will not be eligible. The next asks, do any of these apply to you and your business? And so here is where they're basically telling us who cannot apply. Again, if you hold an alcohol license, if you have an ownership interest in a alcohol license holder, or if you are a paid employee of an alcohol license holder. And so those people would not be eligible for this grant. Next question, your full birthday, because remember that we saw that they want grantees to be 25 years or older. And here, are you a U.S. citizen? Sorry, number 5, are you a U.S. citizen or legal permanent residence? And so this next section, easy, first and last name. Number 7, what is your phone number, your gender identification? Here they ask for your race and ethnicity. They ask, do you identify as LGBTQIA+? So you would just, from the drop down, choose one of these. Do you consider yourself to be an individual with disabilities? Yes, no, or prefer not to say. I think these are just for their data collection purposes, because I've noticed in the Hello Alice and in pretty much all of their applications, these questions, this section is always here. Do you have military affiliation? You would choose which one applies to you. They want to know about your path to business ownership. This is another one that I see quite often in the Hello Alice grant applications. And so you would choose the one that applies to you and your business, or you would choose other. Okay. And then they want to know, are you looking to raise money now? And you would choose from these options, one of the options from the drop down. Next, they want to know about your business. So I'm going to kind of do an aside here, guys. I've been getting quite a few emails and phone calls from folks who they, want to know if the grants are for people who are looking for startup funding. Some of the grants are for people who are looking for startup funding, but as you can see, most of them are looking to fund businesses that are already in existence. So if you are thinking about starting up your business, stop thinking about it. Go ahead, get registered, go online to the IRS, get your free EIN number. You need to make a move. You need to have some skin in the game and show these people who are reviewing these applications and giving out this money that you are serious about this business. We can't expect somebody else to invest time, money, and energy into our business if we are not willing to do so. So that is my speech about that for today. So number 15, what's the name of your business? You would put it there. The next, number 16, ask what business entity type you are. So you would need to choose from amongst these options. There is an other option as well. So if you don't fit into any of these business entity types, they want to know, okay, well, how is your business structure? You would answer that. And by the way, any of the questions that you see this asterisk here, this red star, they are required questions. So you need to definitely answer those questions. They want to know your business mailing address, including the street, city, state, and zip code for your business, what year you started your business, your 9-digit EIN number. And so it looks like, oh, they're serious. They want an EIN number. So I'm not sure. I don't see an option for a social security number. Now, I know some of you guys might be sole proprietors and you use your social security number, like when you file your taxes. You too are able to go online to the IRS website and to get a free EIN number. You can do it online and they issue it immediately. I will put the link for you to do so beneath this video. All right. And then next, they want your business website. If you don't have a website, you just put NA in here for not applicable. They want your business Instagram handle, your business Facebook page. Again, if you don't have those things, just put NA in that box for not applicable. But you can see, guys, those 1, 2, 3, 4 questions. Those are things that they can use to verify that you actually have a business or a business presence. You don't have to be necessarily making profit right now, but you want to show and prove that you are in operation. All right. Next, your business industry. So you would select the industry that most closely identifies the one that you are operating in. All right. And then we get into a narrative question where they want for you to describe your business. So here again, they say, what products and services do you offer? You might want to talk a little bit about what your target customer looks like. Who do you serve? What problem do you solve for that customer base? Number 30, does your business engage in any of the following? And so you would look through here and choose any that are applicable to you. If none are, then you would choose none of the above, including yourself. How many employees does your business have? Okay. They want to know your gross revenue, annual revenue from last year. So remember guys, I was saying it's not whether or not you are already generating profit. They want to see that you are in business and that, there's actually a plan in place for you to grow. So you see here pre-revenue, that means you haven't started generating any profit yet. So that is an option. What is your expected annual gross revenue for this calendar year? And again, that pre-revenue is there. We can choose any of these. But like I said, it's not so much that you are making money hand over fist right now. They want to just see that you are a legit business. So they want to know about your challenges as a business owner. Okay, you would select one of those. Does your business have any debt? Please explain. If you don't have any debt, that's easy to explain. If you do, that's fine. Your debt might be that you've purchased equipment and machinery to, manufacture a product for your business. You might have taken out a bank loan to finance operations. So you would just explain if you do have any debt there. What's your top business goal in the next 5 years? You need to choose whichever one applies to you and your business situation. A lot of times, we all want to do all of these things. So think about the one that if this would happen, this would, launch my business into where I want it to be. What is your most immediate need as far as your business? What's the biggest obstacle or challenge that your business is facing in 2021? Again, it says the biggest obstacle or challenge. I know for a lot of us, it's this raising capital, especially in today's economy. But again, a lot of times we'll say that all of these are things that we need. All of these are challenges, but choose the one that resonates most, that really is, you feel holding you back at this point. They want you to elaborate on your biggest obstacle or challenge. 2 sentences or less. So good thing about the Hello Alice platform, they want us to keep our answers short and sweet. How important is having access to business mentorship and coaching to you? I'm going to suggest that you might want to choose extremely or very important, because that was one, do you remember, that was one of the grant review criteria. They want to see that you're demonstrating a need for coaching. If you are selected, what are you going to use the grant funds for? You choose the one that best identifies what you would do with the money. And then, of course, they want you to elaborate on that answer. So you want to be specific. Don't say, I will grow my business. You want to be specific. Are you going to use it for marketing? Are you going to use it for general operating expenses? And if you are going to use it for marketing, what does that marketing look like? Are you going to do hire someone to implement email campaigns? Are you going to hire someone to set up your business social media accounts, monitor them, reach out to a new customer base? Are you going to use it to create or sell a new product or introduce a new service? And if so, what does that new product or new service look like? So be specific when you answer this. General answers, because think, if someone asks you for $10,000, they're not gonna pay you back. You want to know what they're going to be doing with that money. And a general answer is not going to cut it for you. So think about that. They're giving us this money, and they want to know specifically, what are you going to do with this money? They want to know that you're actually going to take it and use it to grow your business. Okay. Number 42, in addition to funding, which resources would be most helpful to your business? And so again, choose the best answer here for your business or situation. And now we're into that your business in the community section. Remember that was 30% of the application review criteria. And so they want to know how you impact your community through your core business. You can choose more than one of these. In addition to your core business proposition, do you do anything else for the community? Again, you can choose more than one of these. Select all that apply. Does your business engage in sustainability practices? You again can select more than one of these, choose all that apply to you and your business. And then this last part, I think it's 3 questions. They're all narrative questions, and they are the most important part. They have that up there for a reason. So you want to give these questions some thought. I would jot these questions, type something out in Word. We have until September 26th. So you can always come back and review and revise, as long as you don't press submit on the application. So they want to know why you became a small business owner, and how would you describe your journey as a small business owner of color. Be as specific as possible. Again, don't generalize, guys. Tell your story. Tell your story. That's what's going to make your application stand out. That's what's different when they're looking at your application and someone else's. Your story is not going to be the same as someone else. So tell your story, what your journey to business ownership looked like. Next question, number 47. They want to know, who's your target market? How does the product you provide meet their needs? And again, be as specific as possible. Identify the problem that your target market is having and talk about how your service or your product addresses and solves that problem. Okay. Number 48, how would the grant money accelerate your business to help you achieve your goals? So this is kind of, I think it's a redundant question, because earlier they asked, like, what would you do with the grant money or something like that. So you might find yourself kind of restating some of the same things you already stated in a previous question. But I think that previous question was talking about how you'd use the grant money. This is talking about how it will help you achieve your goals. So you can get personal with this answer, and again, kind of give them a glimpse into you as a person and what goal you have for your business, and how this, winning this grant will set you up to be able to reach that goal. And then final question, or final narrative question, how do you and your business impact your community? So talk about all of the things that you do in your community. You might participate in different community events. You might, be co-sponsor certain community events. You might donate goods or services to your community. If you provide goods or services, you might, offer them at a discounted rate for folks who might not be able to pay full price for your goods or services. So just think about all those different ways that you could impact. You might mentor. So all those different ways you impact your community. Okay. And then, of course, you want to guarantee that there is no conflict of interest. If there is a conflict of interest, you're going to need to explain. You're going to choose here how you heard about this grant opportunity, and you will verify that everything is true and submit. So one thing, again, do not submit until, you've checked everything looks good. I always say, for those narrative answers, type those answers in Word and save them in Word, because sometimes this system gets a little crazy and it won't save, and you'll go out and come back in and nothing saved. So that can be very frustrating. So make sure that you are typing the narrative answers in Word. Make sure that you are saving often. What I usually tell folks to do is answer about 10 questions and then go to the bottom and save. Okay. Answer about 10 more questions, go to the bottom and save. I've had some people that have completed like the entire application and didn't hit save until the end. And again, they lost all of their information. So I guess that's it, guys. You have until September 26th to apply for this grant. If you Oh, one thing I did not mention, you have to have a Hello Alice account. So make sure you go on and create a Hello Alice account. It's super easy and it's free. Once you do that, you'll be able to see all of the grant opportunities that are currently open. They'll send you emails when new grant opportunities become available. So make sure you are, at least if you're eligible, putting your hat or your name in the hat for these grant opportunities. Okay. All right. Well, as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next video.